just give it a go.
Right, good luck.
You can move me after the show, it's fine.
Good luck.
Thanks
for joining us.
100%.
It's going to have fun.
Yeah, it's going to be like that, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Greetings and salutations, race fans, motorsport lovers, and in particular, those Dakar fans of you. Welcome to the RacedayTV Prologue for Dakar 2024. I'm Colin, joined by Clifford. Cliff, thanks for coming in. You know a little bit about bikes. I know nothing about bikes.
So I know a little bit about superbikes because that's where I cut my teeth. But off-road, I mean, the only bit of dirt I do is a bit of gardening on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But we're going to learn. And it's really exciting because, I mean, obviously, now that I'm a hero man and there's hero already in the top 3, very exciting for the brand and very exciting for me as well.
And 46, what's the significance of that?
So like I said, I was throwing it out there, but obviously Superbikes and MotoGP, Rossi fan, 46th annual Dakar. And then Ross Branch on a hero, they call him Rossi for short. His number's 46, so I thought you can't get any closer than that.
Love your work. Welcome to it. Right, so today, what happened? The real racing starts tomorrow with stage 1. Today was a prologue, a short blast of 27 odd kilometers. And the purpose of it is to decide the starting order for tomorrow. The way it works is the top 10 get to choose where they start, and then everybody else, based on the times from today, they will start in that position. The times for today mean nothing. They don't get added to the overall race time, so it wasn't really important from a time point of view. Some guys ended up with really non-optimal starting positions, but we'll get through to that. There were bikes and there were cars, and our purpose, Cliff, we're going to follow, you're going to do the bike things and I'm going to do the car things.
Cool. I want to throw it back at you, Colin. You're talking now about Prologue because you're quite a Dakar man. You get excited about this the whole year round.
Yeah.
Prologue, in terms of qualifying that, what does it mean to the guys going out? Because like you said, it means nothing. Starting order, I mean, it's going over 12 stages. So what does it really mean for the drivers, Ned? Is it really significant? Is it just for testing purposes? Throw it out there for me and educate us that don't really know. Like we say it means nothing, but obviously they're out there and there's obviously risk involved. What do you think it means for the top guys?
So the top guys, I think from tomorrow's stage, it's 414 odd racing.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very dusty, and they don't want to start too far back, but they also don't want to start right at the front.
Yeah.
So navigation, as we discovered today, a couple of guys got lost, missed some points. Their penalties deluxe, ranging, I think, Henny de Klerk got and Jean Moore got the most penalty, about a 1 minute 34 penalties, but just about everybody got penalties. So it's quite a strategic race for the top guys, and by the top, we'll go through in the cars and who I think is got contenders. They didn't really want to be in the top 10. Okay. Because if you're in the top 10, let's just get straight to it. Yeah. Matty Ekstrom in the Audi won it, and they've given the Audi a little bit more power this year. So this is an electric car running a generator in the back.
Wow. Okay.
The most high-tech generator. Seth Quintero, he's one to watch in the Gazoo Racing Toyota. 20 odd years old. He's this is his first go in the classes that are now renamed. So Ultimate is the top class, and in Ultimate you've got different groups. So you've got a T1, you've got the 2-wheel drive cars and 4-wheel drives that each got a 1. We'll explain as we go through the race. And they've got what they call challenges, which used to be the old T3, which was the modified side-by-side, and then you've got side-by-sides. The other significant results, let's just talk about South Africans, and we'll put Nasser Al-Attiyah as the South African. He's double world champion and double-decked, won the last 2 Dakars. Okay. He's got to be a complete favorite. He finished 12th, Nani Roma in the Ford, because Ford built in South Africa. 17th, Saud Veriawa 23rd. Neil Woolridge, Gareth Boyd were 31st. And the times they change a little bit as penalties go over. So 1 or 2 places at this point doesn't really mean a lot. Guy Bottrell, Brett Cummings 33rd, Carlos Sainz 48th. Janelle de Villiers had a bad navigational issue. The road said go left and then go right, and they had a bit of a problem. And then Henny de Klerk, they in 49th position. So 70 cars started. And the top 10, they will now have a draw, and I reckon they start at 10th and then move down to first, and it's going to be, you can choose exactly where you start. Something that they've adopted, I think, from the South African cross-country series. So that's going to be like very interesting to see what the start time. We'll know that after about 8 o'clock South African time. They'll do the draw at the driver's briefing in Alula, and then they'll publish the list, and then we'll have that for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Obviously.
Because tomorrow's our proper show.
It's proper racing tomorrow, yeah. Today is all about testing it out and feeling out the conditions. Like you said, checkpoint was a tricky one, especially at the 20K mark. Yeah. A lot of guys sort of missed it. But tomorrow, that obviously, if you miss a checkpoint, that's massive. So tomorrow, I mean, it's everything to play for, and then it's a marathon, not a sprint. So consistency is key. So I mean, just thinking about over 5,000 Ks on 2 wheels, I don't think I'm man enough for that.
But these guys are proper fit, and I mean, we saw Ross Branch in Botswana, and he was really, really fit and strong and ready to rock.
Yeah, I think for me it's crazy because like most race seasons start like April. Whereas these guys, I mean, going through festive, that's where we all like sort of let loose, have a couple of drinks, have a couple of chocolates and stuff like that, and then try and lose the holiday fat in Jan. And these oaks are raring to go. Yeah. I mean, from early December. I mean, I know for a fact like Ross Branch and the guys were like did over like 13,000 Ks of testing on the Hero in the deserts and stuff like that before. So I mean, obviously fitness is key, but that's the kind of work these guys are putting in because obviously it's a massive event. So it's madness. The fitness these guys have is next level.
First round of the World Rally Raid Championship, both on motorbikes and in cars, and we'll start talking about bikes just a little bit, particularly the Southern African interest that we've got in the bikes. So 70 cars started the race this morning. 37 of them were built in South Africa. 19 out of the Hall Speed shop, 12 Centuries, 3 Redline Revos, and 2 Fords and 1 WCT Toyota. So, I mean, to have more than 50% of the field in a World Championship event built in South Africa is just absolutely phenomenal.
It's insane because the thing is, like I said, like I'm cutting my teeth now and learning as we go, but you'd never think that. You think that all the stuff is developed in labs in Germany and those sort of places and that, but to have such a strong South African presence in a massive race like this that's watched like globally it's insane. So obviously we know what we're doing.
So we've got some bike guys there. Who we going to follow and as a Southern African influence there?
So, I mean, we've got quite a few. Ross Branch is Southern African, so obviously we need to get that right because he's from Botswana. But like I said, I'm a Hero guy, so that's a big one for me. And then, Cox is a massive name in Dakar. Bradley Cox in the Rally 2 class. I mean, he qualified really well, top 20. And I mean, he even said, like, I'll probably be between 24th to 30th and that. Qualified higher than that. And I mean, he was one of the few guys that didn't fumble on the checkpoints. I mean, he said he did go a little bit straight, but corrected in time and didn't have a penalty against him. But there's just so many guys. I mean, like Ashley Thrigston from Zim. So, I mean, Zim presence, and it's unexpected, but I mean, us Southern African guys, we can ride in the dirt. So that's impressive. But Bradley Cox is a guy. Stuart Gregory's another one. Kieran Fitzgerald, who's like a motocross. I mean, I remember watching him on super sport days, motocross, enduro, that sort of thing. That's a household name in South Africa. He's out there, and I mean, most of the guys tend to favor KTM, which obviously, I mean, they've got a really good reputation in the race. And then let's not forget like Ronald Fenter and those oaks as well that are putting in decent prologues as well. Qualified quite a bit higher than some of the well-known names in or international names in the race. So
that Moto 2 class, the Moto 2 Rally 2 is I think there's 60 or 70 bikes and it's going to be quite power.
It's insane because I was looking at the entry list and how many guys went out for prologue, and it's like, how did these oaks find the time? There must have been like massive traffic out on the course, but it's huge. I mean, there's obviously your main field of your moto guys, and then Rally 2, and then obviously there's a few other guys at the back end. But I think traffic, I mean, even over like 400 odd Ks, traffic on the routes, that's going to be wuss. You know what I mean? Like if you're following the wrong guy, that's going to cost you massively. So it's a big field. It's going to be quite testing that, especially once the guys start catching and we've got cars and trucks and quads and all sorts sort of following the same routes. It's going to be insane. It's actually exciting, you know.
So that's just about it for today. This is a very late decision by Raceday to do this. They're still busy building our studio in the global headquarters of Raceday, in the cave, I'm told. And we just have to wait for tomorrow to see it.
In the hidden location, eh? 21 Woodlands Drive.
Yeah, super secret location.
Super secret.
We are really, really excited. We decided that 7:24 in the evening is our start time, and we'll be live from Saturday tomorrow.
And why did we decide 7:24?
Well, Dakar is it's a 24/7 activity, but more importantly, if you have 24/7 and you take a 2 and a 7, it becomes 9, and there's 1 3, and 3 times 9 is 27. So there you go. It's a great number. 27 is either 27 or 29. We can make any numbers.
Can't fault the logic there.
So join us tomorrow for a proper full episode after stage 1 of Dakar 2024.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.